What's happening? How's everybody doing today? That's right. Live in Mexico, here in a beautiful city. Riding around a lot. You know, made a trip to Costco. Did that yesterday, or the day before yesterday. It rained most of yesterday, but yeah, I'm here. I'm here for some little chat with everybody, seeing how everybody's doing. It's been a while since I've been live, so I figured I would jump on here to say what's up to everybody, let everybody know I was doing well. Been touring the city, doing a lot of walking, eating some unique foods, meeting a lot of locals. I've got some pretty good footage that I'm gonna be able to put out so far, and I'm here for a while now. I'm here for a minute. So right now it's raining. That's why I'm not out and about. It's supposed to be ending very soon. Hopefully very very soon, and then I'm gonna be back out walking around. I'm not able to do any live streams at the moment while I'm out walking around for a couple reasons, and one of them being that the Streamlabs is not working as good as it should be when I'm out and about walking around. So I'm also got to figure out how to deal with the fact that your data works out here okay on Verizon when I'm on, but they limit you to a very very small amount, and that sucks bad. How's everybody doing today? I hope y'all good. But yeah, I'm walking around there trying to. Oh yeah, I got my phone case in too. By the way, guys, I don't know if you can. I don't know if it'll focus in on it, but I'm advertising, guys. Hey, I'm out here. When I'm on the phone, yeah, that's what it is. So I got some things I'm doing out here. Some really interesting things. If anybody's been to Mexico, you know it's a very unique place. A lot of people feel there's a lot of danger or whatnot. Danger is anywhere you go, anywhere you go. So it really depends on how smart you are with it. That and avoiding areas that are, super dangerous. You go to Chicago, it's super dangerous. You go to D.C., there's areas that are super dangerous. Now everybody's got their problems, but so far I really like it here. And just so you guys know, I'm in the safest city. They fight between one and two safest large city in all of the Americas. All of the Americas, like from all the way from Canada all the way down past here. So it's pretty cool. They actually have the one and only Texas Roadhouse in the entire country of Mexico in this city. They're talking about bringing a second one, or they're supposed to be bringing a second one, which there's not a lot of tourists here. This is not a tourist destination I'm at. The destination I'm currently residing at is more of like it's all locals, a lot of Mayans. It's a very Mayan populated area. It's one of the, I think they said it's one of the most populated still by Mayans, the old school, families and whatnot here in all of Mexico. That's what I read. Also, an interesting fact is the asteroid that landed on Earth that killed all the dinosaurs right up the road. Yeah, I want to go see that. I want to get some good video of that and maybe hop in a cenote. If you guys don't know what that is, it's wild. It's next level stuff. When you see it, you're just going to be in shock if you've never seen one before. I went to Chichen Itza last time I was out here, and I may or may not go to Chichen Itza as well. Hey Lee, how you doing today? I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good time to do it. I figured this would be a good time for me to do it because of the rain I'm still dealing with out there. So unfortunately, in Mexico, or at least in this region, the rainy season is pretty extreme. It starts, I think, in June, and it goes to October, I believe. So it's a lot of rain. But I'm doing well, Lee. I hope you're doing well too. I'm still trying to get all my stuff together. I got a little apartment here I'm in, and I'll maybe do a video or something to show you guys sometime soon. I did a video when I first came in here, to maybe do and put on the channel. But yeah, I figured today on a Saturday is probably not the best time to go live. Most people are probably busy, but I may be able to hop on again later. Yeah, they're probably busy. Like I said, this is probably the bad time, Lee, for me to go live. But it's been raining so much. I just went out there before I went live again to check, and it's still sprinkling a little bit. So I'm not able to really go out and about like I would like. But yeah, they have a curfew here also. There's a curfew now. They just implemented it. From 10 o'clock. Restaurants are supposed to close, and 11 o'clock. It's supposed to be everybody's supposed to be. I don't know about indoors, but the official that I spoke with told me that you're not allowed to drive after 11 o'clock, or you get like a $300 US dollar ticket. Are you going to be in Mexico for? Yeah, I'm gonna be in Mexico for a while, and I didn't do that border town Mexico stuff. I'm way deep. I'm deep, deep down in Mexico, Lee. I'm in a town called Merida. It's pronounced Merida here, but it's Merida, Merida. It's a very fascinating town. It's got a lot of rich culture and history. There's beautiful chapels everywhere. At one point in time, there was more millionaires in this town than anywhere in Mexico due to I think it was a plant or something they had here. I don't remember the name of it, but there was something they had here, and there was more mansions and millionaires here than anywhere. And obviously there was some conquering going on, all kind of other stuff many years ago here. So it's rich in history, very rich in history. I will say this from my experience so far, um, you kind of need to speak Spanish to be down here. I've got my son with me on this trip. And he's 14. He's not a little bitty kid. He's tall as me. So, we walk around together. So we're keeping ourselves safe by, staying in a small group. But I mean, to be honest, it's not a rough area. You can get robbed anywhere. You can get robbed at the Vatican. You know what I mean? It's a nice area to be for sure. Would you feel safe? Yes, absolutely. Matter of fact, Lee, I don't know, I don't recall where everybody lives at that I've chatted with. Quite a few of you told me where you guys lived, but I will tell you where I'm currently at. This is safer than anywhere in America, large city, anywhere. Seriously, you could Google it. Merida, Merida. It's the second safest city currently today in all of the Americas. I'm talking about from tip of Canada all the way down past where I'm at now. And I'm pretty far low. I'm about 4 hours from Cancun, Mexico, on by bus. So we had to catch it. We flew into Cancun and then bust to here, which they have. Excuse me. They have really nice buses here. Like, hang on a second. Had to clear my throat. They have a really nice bus system here where you can go long distances or whatnot. Let's see. I wish I could speak Spanish. Yeah. The one safest city on top of Merida, believe it or not, is Quebec, Canada. Like you think about Canada is safe, obviously. So just to understand here, they police this area. I don't want to get really too deep into the reason why it's safer here. Let's just put it this way: there's rumors that there's an agreement that nobody messes with this city. I don't know if it's true or not. There's a rumor that certain families live here, and then this is an off-limit zone. Could be an old wives' tale. It could be true. The police don't play though. They don't play around. They're very very strict here. Matter of fact, Merida has 1 million people here. 1 million. That's a crazy number. That's bigger than Las Vegas. That's bigger than Nashville. Nashville's pretty big. I don't know. I'm sure Atlanta's got more people than that, but still, it's just a really big area. Really big area. Wish I could retire. Lee, you could. I'll put you onto some stuff. I'm going to start talking more about Merida, and I may be moving here. I don't know yet. I've got a lot of things I'm looking at. A lot of people retire and come here. Matter of fact, I was in the office with some individuals the other day, and they were two Canadian people, and they were moving from, I don't remember the city. They were moving from wherever they're at. They said where they're at is $600,000 for a one-bedroom house or one-bedroom place to live in their town. And I'm sure that's Canadian dollar. They didn't exchange it to USD. But they're moving here now. They're moving to a town called Progreso, which Progreso is about 20 minutes north of here. You have an ocean, beautiful ocean. 20 minutes down, you go 20, 30 minutes further down, you've got a large city with ultimate, they got castles everywhere here. There's castles everywhere, like everywhere. There's castles, bodies of water to go into, which I was speaking about a minute ago, cenotes. And then you have, Chichen Itza, which is one of the wonders of the world, which I visited last time I was here, is, I don't know, probably 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours tops away from where I'm at right now. And they're still finding more pyramids all over the place. So Mayan ruins are everywhere. So it's pretty interesting, but very affordable. There's quite a bit of YouTube channels that speak about the cost of living in Merida, and I'm considering doing some channels like that or some videos on that as well. I spoke to someone I rode around with the other day, and they said that he said that, and he deals with real estate. He said a decent house here in a safe area, 50,000 US dollars. Yeah. You want something pretty nice, 100,000. You know, you go over that and you're going to have something extremely nice, you know. So it's very, very affordable here. Look, if you ever rode an Uber, I rode an Uber 25 minutes from where I was at to get to a Costco, which they have Costco here. They've got Sam's Club here. It cost $3.75. That's right, $3.75. So I tipped the guy. You know, I tipped him out pretty good. But and on the way back, $3.75. So less than $5, you can ride for 25 minutes. You can't even get in an Uber for $5 in most of America. I know in New York City it cost me $60 to go 10 minutes one time. So it's impressive. Yeah, you just left Nashville. Oh, okay, yeah. I came in and stayed at the Drury Inn. That's my go-to hotel when I travel. And I got dropped off, and like I said, me and my son, we went from there, and we stayed right there by the airport, and we flew. That was our first time into Nashville. I haven't visited Nashville and did any kind of videoing or experiencing anything, and I'm looking forward to doing that too before long. So maybe when I get back, I may stay a couple days in Nashville. I don't know yet, or maybe going to Las Vegas. I haven't really made a decision yet. I've got a lot of places I'm looking at. I've already got a flight booked back to go to Nashville, but there's no fees right now to do changes due to all the stuff going on. Yeah, the history here is unbelievable. Absolutely. Yes, Lee, I'm telling you, you should look into it. Now, it is a different way of life. Now, I'm not going to, you'd have to come here and see what's here. It's not fancy here. So the sidewalks are one of the worst parts about the area. You know, to be completely honest, you're more likely getting hurt by walking on the sidewalk than anything. No one's going to rob you. Of course, people can rob you, but you could be at church and somebody could rob you right in front of the Pope. You know, I mean that stuff can happen, but it's not likely here. You can look it up. It's a very, very safe area. Matter of fact, I had an interaction with the homeless guy, not last night because it rained all day yesterday, but the day before, and he came to me and spoke to me. I think he had a little alcohol in his system, and he was carrying some bags with plastic bottles and everything. And he didn't ask me for no money. He just looked at me and he was trying to communicate with me. And I know very, very little Spanish, but I know just a tiny bit. And I was explaining to him how I don't know, understand what he was saying. And then he made the gesture he wanted to eat. And I don't like normally giving money to people like that, but you could tell he was really struggling. He walked around for a little while, still picking up cans and bottles. I watched him cleaning up the park I was in, which was already very clean. And as I thought about it, I was like, if he comes back through, I'm going to give him 20 pesos. And 20 pesos is like $1 to us. And he walked back through, and I gave it to him, and he literally cried. Like, he sat there and tried to communicate with me for probably 45 minutes, explaining to me, you know, how he pointed at the church. You know, we did a lot of this, that, and he acted like he ripped his rosary beads off. And I told him that, you know, I told him he needed to go back to God. Now, I'm not pushing God to anybody on here. If you're agnostic, that's fine too. And I don't go to church myself, but you could tell he really needed it. He believed in God. He wanted to get back to that. So we had a little broken English, you know, broken Spanish conversation about that. And I've got some videos of him. He was singing and doing other things too. And I asked him, could I video him? He wanted to, you know, once he saw the camera, he really wanted to have fun with it. So I got some videos I'm going to be putting together for that. It's going to be pretty interesting. Joe, please do a video about the city. Absolutely. I'm going to do a ton of videos here. I'm going to go to monuments. I'm going to go to murals, paintings. I'm going to all the history exhibits I can. The only reason why I'm not out there running and gunning right now with my camera is because it's raining. It's the worst time to be here. If I'd have came here for a week, I'd have been really upset at myself because this is the rainy season and it's raining a lot, a whole lot. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot of videos. I've been going to parks at night and walking around. Me and my son were walking around the night, 11 o'clock at night, not a soul on the street. Probably, well, it was about midnight, probably because of the curfew they have. And they were uprising. They were going to uprise about the curfew. I've seen a lot of police with riot gear on the day, 2 days before. But that was in a city, Progreso, because they're taking away people's ability to earn for their families. See, Mexican people are very proud people. Very proud people. They don't want handouts. They want to work and they just want to live, and that's what it is here. People really want to work, and there's a infighting going on right now between the government and the people because of that, just like it is in the U.S. for various reasons. So, pretty interesting. She said, I've lived in West Nashville all my life. Always felt safe until the last few years. I can't even leave my windows open at night without feeling. Absolutely. I'm a locked door person, so you might not be able to see it, but on that door behind me, it's not very well focused. I've got an alarm on that door. I've got a, see, I don't have my key here. It's right here. I purchased an alarm, like a house alarm, right? So I put it on the command strips, and I can arm the alarm. And if anybody opens that door, it's going to go nuts. And I don't need this here. I'm going to unlock it again. So what I did with that, it was like a $20 buy. The remote's probably worth $50. I mean, you can't even get a remote for your car for under $300. It seems like it's got a chip in it. But I put an alarm on that. That way, if I'm sleeping, if someone comes in that door, I'm gonna know it. You know, the windows don't open in this particular apartment I'm in. I'm on the second floor. They're real tall windows, but that's the only entrance into the place I'm at. And so so I can sleep better at night. I can arm the alarm when I get ready to leave, which is I'm going to be here for quite some time. I'll be able to just pull the strips and then carry it with me to the next place, rip the strips off the back, and I bought some more command strips. I'll be able to put on the next place I go, which I thought was interesting. So I had this. This is what I was going to use originally. The batteries are dead on it. Okay, that would at least give me a little if somebody came. I didn't bring a screwdriver, and I don't have a way to replace the battery, so it's okay because I got that alarm too, though. Let's see. Lee says, "Why do you say the curfews are put in place?" And yeah, I'll do a video on that alarm too. The curfews put in place due to COVID. The stuff that's going on with the pandemic right now. I don't know. I didn't know this was happening. I know they had a curfew a while back for that, and then it went away, I thought, and I think they're bringing it back or whatever. I still have to learn about it. I haven't asked anybody. I haven't really spoke to anybody other than my driver that I was speaking with the other day, who I've been communicating with quite some time before I came here. And I was also thinking about going to look at some rentals and or houses to buy and do videos on that as well. And like I said, guys, the roads are pretty rough in El Centro, where I'm in the center of the city. I'm directly in the center. Norte is north of here, and Norte has more modern things. Where I'm at is the same place that the Mayans would have been at many years ago. It's very old, very rustic. And if you look on my Facebook page, I believe I put quite a few pictures up of the other night when we were strolling around. And once I figure out, I got a lot of editing to do since it's supposed to rain a lot really soon. I still got one more video I'm putting out from the New York City van camping thing. And then after I get that one out, I'll start putting out videos from Mexico. But I'm going to be building up quite a few videos here, getting some good footage. And I've got it, I'll probably put a little video of me doing my first walk around. It's a little messier in here now because we went to Costco and got, waters, toilet paper, snacks for him, all those things. And guys, like I said, I'm still eating right. I'm here in Mexico and I haven't even had a taco. Yeah, I haven't had a taco. I've been here since the 9th. And today's what, the 12th. I haven't had any carbohydrate type foods. None. So I'm drinking water. I got some strawberries in there. And I'm going to tell you right now, the strawberries here, stop. Unbelievable. Yeah, we can grow them around, they're so good, so good. So I bought a case of strawberries. I've got a tiny fridge. That's one of the downsides about this apartment I'm in. The fridge is it's like a dorm refrigerator, except for it's got a freezer on top. It's a little taller than a small dorm one, but it's tiny. And I drink a lot of water, guys, so I have the fridge is slapped full of water. Freezer's even got water in it, so I can exchange freezer water back and forth, so I can always have super cold water. But normally I would probably buy a big jug of water and have the pump. We can pump it, but I'm here for several weeks. Let's just put it that way. And I didn't really want to have to lug that big bottle of water up these stairs. My back and my knees are shot. I can't do that. My son is strong, so he's able to carry the big case. His case of water, it's 21 liters in one case, just one, like the big tall bottles. Then I've got the whole bunch of the smaller bottles too. Absolutely. Let's see what you say here. Yeah, a lot of people are probably busy, Lee. Like I said, I hesitate on even coming on live right now, but I wanted to test it out and see everything worked here since I hadn't been able to go live yet. It says you need to move there first, then I'll come there. That's right. I may move here. Like I said, I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at Aguascalientes and Querétaro. Those are another two places I'm really interested in. I love those places. The produce affordable? Yeah. Costco was not cheap. Now, I would assume that's because most of the people go to Costco in this area probably are okay spending a little bit more money. Now, Walmart is where I think a lot of people go, and then you have there's markets everywhere with fresh fruits and vegetables. I just haven't been to them yet. When we got here, I just needed to get something quick that I could eat that was healthy. So there's that. Hey Mandy, how you doing? Hey, hang on, guys. I'm gonna go get my charger right quick for my laptop. It's already starting to go low from doing this. Hope this charger is long enough. Careful if you walk in there because it's probably gonna be in the way. You understand? Almost. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to get my laptop plugged right back in. So hang on 1 second. All right, it looks like I got it. I got it plugged in. I had to MacGyver it. One of the things, if you guys never been to Mexico, one of the things that I've noticed a couple times that I've been here is there's not there's not power plugs in many places. The last place I stayed at, the only power plug it had in the whole bedroom was in the light switch, like right below the light switch. There was a plug there, just one. So this time I meant to, but I was unable to bring my extension cord with me this time. I forgot, to be honest. But that will be on the number one thing on my list next time I travel here. So let me get caught back on these messages. Sound and pictures crystal clear, good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm on their Wi-Fi. I'm on the Wi-Fi in this apartment right now. That's right. I appreciate it, Lee. Yeah, guys, it is so affordable to live here. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Like I said, I was just saying earlier, to recap, to get an Uber 25 minutes away, $3.75. To, I don't know, most things are cheap here. There's the housing. Okay, so housing. If you wanted to rent a place to live here, it's approximately 250 to 400. Now, in the 250 range, it's not going to be amazing, guys. Obviously, it's going to be livable. I would say 500, $400 or $500 a month. You can live something really nice here. $600, $700 is going to be nice. You'll probably have a pool and everything else. I mean, for that, it's pretty nice, very affordable here and very nice here. To a lot of people, this may look ran down because a lot of most things are built in concrete. There's not trees everywhere, so they built the houses out of things a little differently here. With that being said, I think a lot of people don't make it a priority to repaint the concrete after it starts, chipping away, because there's so many other things to worry about, when you have a family here. So a lot of things look a little more rough and rustic. If you like the rough rustic look, You would probably like it here. Like I'd like to show you this wall here. Like I'll show you guys there. I'm using my laptop now because I didn't want to do it through my phone this time, and I'll do another live here soon. If I get some interest in a certain hour, you guys think you guys really want to look at it, I'll do a live and I'll walk around this whole complex possibly because the Wi-Fi reach is really good through here. So one of the problems I'm having with doing live streams on my phone is I'm only getting zero point 0.5 gigs data per day with Verizon without them charging me an additional $5 per zero point 0.5 gigs. So I went a couple nights ago and tried to get the I tried to get a SIM card for Mexico, and the language barrier was just too much. Like I couldn't. I tried to explain to the guy what I needed, and I make sure he understood. I wasn't concerned so much about voice. I wanted data, but it was just too much. I mean, like I said earlier, a lot of people you really need to know a lot more Spanish to live here. You don't have to. You could probably get by, but it would make life a lot easier if you knew Spanish. And as it is, if you're trying to learn it, people speak so fast. There is a large expat community here. I have not seen any. What I would say that's an American or that's Canadian. I haven't seen any of those except for in one office I was in that you would expect to see other individuals in. None. I mean, I'm talking about not one. They're here, but this is not a touristy area. So guys, when you think about cost, when you say is it affordable, it's affordable because not everybody has moved here and made it unaffordable. You know what I mean? So if everybody in the world moves here, then it won't be affordable anymore. Only one plug. Yeah, this place has more than one plug-in, but the problem is the plug-in is behind the couch, and I'm at the little eating area. There's another little eating area over there, and there's a plug-in over there with the TV. And there's some over there in the little tiny kitchen. There's some, but as far as this goes, yeah, like if you're trying to charge your phone, you have to need a really large cord. They build these walls out of concrete stucco type stuff, so. Um, the wall, I mean, I guess it's just probably harder for them to run all those lines. That's the only thing I could think of. Just different type of way they build houses around here. Lily says, well, hey Lily, how you doing? It says, what's the price of gas? I don't remember. I saw it, but I don't remember. And I think they charge by the liter here. So I don't remember. I remember when I saw it, I was like, man, that's cheap. But then I thought about it. What I had read about Mexico is they are plentiful in fuel here in Mexico. The downside is fuel is a little more expensive than most of the United States. I'm sure it's not more expensive in California or maybe New York or something, but I think it's a little more expensive, but it's not like crazy more. I know that people were complaining, and there's a lot of complaints from the Mexican populace about how they should lower the price of fuel, and I'm assuming it's taxes into it or something's what's making that way. I don't know, but I will find out and I will get back with you guys about that. Says Lisa, it's about 6 miles from my house downtown where I work. $20 not included. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, the $20 plus tip. It cost me. Matter of fact, when I Ubered last or the first time, it was $3.75 to get to Costco, $3.75 to get back, and on the tip, it goes by peso. And the largest tip, other than entering a way higher one, it was like 10, 15, or 20 peso tip to give them. 20 pesos is $1. So it cost me $5 to get there, $5 to get back versus renting a car. Now, I'll tell you now, driving is a whole nother animal here in Mexico. If you've never driven in another country, or better yet, if you've driven in New York City, downtown, how everybody shoots out in between, if you've driven like that, that's still nothing here. That's nothing here. It's very unique, but people learn how. That's the way they drive here. So if you lived here, you would learn how they drive, and then you would learn to drive that way, and it's safe. Absolutely. Yeah, the houses are made from steel. Yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah, so I don't think it would be unaffordable for you. See, you'd come here. This area doesn't have. This is what I spoke to a local that's been here his entire life. Very very well educated local I deal with here, and he told me he said the affordability thing is probably not going to change here most likely, mainly because this doesn't offer. That has nothing to offer tourists. Like Cancun, for example, 4 hours away, it's a party destination. People drinking and partying in the beach. That's not here. This area here is real Mexico. You understand? This is the real deal. Now you can go outside of here and you can say, "Oh no, that's more real Mexico." Yeah, that is too. But this is not designed for tourism. This is not designed for that at all. There's no shipping no ships pulling up here that I know of. Maybe in Progreso, maybe, but I don't even think they do that there. And Progreso is the beach town, 20, 30 minutes away. There's nothing here other than I say nothing here. There's no current tourist thing here to come here other than the cenotes, seeing where the asteroids landed and killed all the dinosaurs, and the Mayan ruins. Those are obviously touristy things, but this town in general is not an area like Nashville where everybody goes to it for a country festival, country music festival, or music thing, or just to see the city. This is not so much of that. This is more old school, real Mexico, and you can see it in the people. I remember reading something about they had the largest still pure, like I don't say pure, but something to do with the more Mayans still living here. Like the Mayan bloodline is very thick here, very thick. Like there's a lot of true Mayan relatives that have lived here throughout many years. Biggest population of it, I think, is what I read. Pretty neat. Are you ignoring my question? Activities. What I see here? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that, Mandy. Well, It's raining. That's the problem. It may not be raining right now. Weather Channel lied to me. That's no good here. So AccuWeather I downloaded. It's supposed to stop raining earlier, and it may be raining now and it may not be raining. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there here as soon as I get off the live. If it's not raining, we're going to run around and do some stuff. So we're going to go see monuments. We're going to go to maybe some old school churches, 100-plus-year-old cathedrals, just mingling with the people. And that's things we've already done. We haven't went inside the old school churches or anything yet, but we're going to probably go to some cenotes, and if you haven't seen them, you need to Google it. I'll put the word in here. You ought to Google this while you guys get some time. Well, it can't. Well, let me do it. Hang on a second. Here we go. Cenote. You should look that up, guys. If you see that, you're going to be like, wow. Yeah, that's everywhere here. There's so many around here. And it's going to be very neat. So the cenotes, I'm going to go see a bunch of Mayan ruins. I'm going to go to some art exhibits. I'm going to go to some history museums here. And the history here is fascinating. Spain came through all this region years ago and just pummeled it. It's pretty wild. Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, I'm trying to put up a bunch of pictures of it, as I go by. That was the night that I met the homeless guy and hung out with him. And it's weird. I know it sounds weird, but I end up hanging out with homeless people in a lot of towns I go to because I like different. They intrigue me, and not because they're homeless, but usually no one will listen to them. Usually everybody ignores them. Usually everybody shuns them away. And every once in a while I run into one that piques my interest, and I'll bring them into a conversation, and then it ends up being actually a magical thing. New Orleans, for example, I ran into a homeless guy. He asked me to do him a favor. I did him a favor, and after we got to talking, he's a long-haired guy. I've got a photo of him myself with him. He told me, he said, "Yeah, man, my son's active duty in the military, in the Navy, and this and that, and they don't want to hear anything about getting off the streets. A lot of times they get, in America, at least my experience, they don't want to hear that. So I actually, was talking with him and telling him, things will be better. Why don't he reach out, or maybe try to get things better. So I don't know where he's at now, if he's did any better, but I end up running into a lot of people like that and communicating with them, mostly because people don't want to hear them, and I don't mind talking to them every once in a while. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? It says, were you allowed to record them? They have awesome stories. Not the guy in New Orleans. I don't know if he would have let me. If I run into him again, I'm gonna. So guys, I plan on doing a video documentary series, and I'm gonna start with one guy I know in my local area that I know of, and then if I find somebody here, this guy wouldn't been able to here in Mexico because the language barrier was just he didn't know like maybe 2 words in English, like literally he didn't know. So he's speaking to me and he's saying words. I'm trying to break it down. I have to tell him that I didn't understand them, and then pick little pieces apart and try to figure out, and using hand gestures, just trying to figure out the story he was trying to tell me. But it would have been amazing to have a translator or me that know Spanish well enough, I don't know it yet, but know well enough to where I could have communicated with him and got a video with him. It would have been amazing. But the guy in New Orleans, next time I'm there, I'm going to look for him hard. If I can find him, There's actually two guys. There's another homeless guy I ran into. He claims he's a celebrity, he's well known, and he's in a music video and everything. He's a wild one, man. He was very interesting to talk to for a few minutes. Uh, I'd like to get videos of these guys, documentaries, just having them document their life and their struggle. Give them a little money to help them out. Get them some food or something, whether it's $20, $50, I don't know. But I'm thinking about doing something like that soon and get multiple cameras, get them mic'd up, and get some actual documentaries on people's lives because I'm fascinated with that kind of stuff. I truly am. I truly am. Say my voice is too low. Let me try to cut it up some, guys. I'm sorry. How about now? Is it any better? See, it's going all the way up to my green, peeking into the yellow on my bar. So if it peaks up anymore, it'll start clipping. I think if I make it much louder, it might be this room too. These rooms are all made out of, the stucco concrete thing. My microphone right here. I have a professional microphone right here. It's right by my head, like this far from my head. It's a directional microphone. I'll see if I can get a little closer. Is that any better, guys? How about the audio now? Yeah, I think it will be awesome content too. I'm very interested in that kind of stuff. There's a few reasons why I haven't done it yet. Is I haven't learned how to do the documentaries yet. I know I can film it and this and that. I know that, but I haven't realized I haven't set up the microphones. I have to figure out how I want to mic them up. But I've got some professional microphones. They can wear with a little clip on them to get great audio. Okay, Mandy, I appreciate that. Yeah, I plan on doing some really cool videos on that. I'm fascinated by leaving, like being so close being so close to someone and learning about them and finding out their personal personal story, the stuff that they may not want to tell, they may open up and tell, and so the whole world can learn from their experience. Because one thing you can do is you can learn from somebody who's older than younger than you, or been through different experiences. You're going to learn so much from them. It's amazing. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait for that. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe your audio got an audio on your end, brother. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited about it, man. I'm here for quite some time actually. So, if you guys can think of anything else y'all want to see in this area, let me know. I wish there was a way I could live stream on here, and I'm gonna see if I can get a data plan that will allow me to live stream out in the streets. I think you guys would just love to see that. If nothing else, maybe I can do some riding around or something in the video. And I got some video of me riding around in the Uber. I did a video in Costco, which you can imagine how the people look at me the way I look. I'm a big dude, tatted up, mohawk, walking around with a camera in front of me, speaking a language they don't speak. Because like I said, a majority of people here don't speak English. There's areas I'm sure they do. If I was up in Norte, which is north of here, they probably speak English in several places up there. A lot of people probably do. I say a lot. Expats, expatriates, and people that are from different areas, or if they deal in the customer service industry, if they're not deep in the local area, they may have some people that speak English. But when I went to the ADO, which is a ADO in our language, when I went there to get a bus ticket, no one, no one spoke English. So I had to ride from Cancun to the ADO station in downtown Cancun, which is very is not the safest place to be in the actual city there. It's not. People have beef with other people there, so you just got to be careful. They're not coming for you. They're not trying to hurt you. It's not a very great place to be. It's not very. It doesn't feel good to be there. Let's put it that way. Especially when I got my son with me. So I was trying to speak to him, and I walk up to many people. Habla inglés, habla inglés. No. One guy had very slight broken English, and luckily they put the name of the bus that was going to come up on the screen where I knew where to go. But the guys when I went to go in, no English, no. Every Uber driver I've ridden with here so far, maybe two or three. I mean, just very few words. Like they had no clue what I was saying to them. I ordered some food when I first got here. I went to a really great Yucatan place and a little little place in a little shopping mall area or outdoor area next to a park that I frequent now, where I meet all the. I seen a possum. I seen a possum on top of a church, walking on the ledge, and then I went around the corner. I tried to get a video. I couldn't get my camera out quick enough. Some really neat looking homeless cats. Where I say homeless cats, but non-domesticated or domesticated, but just won't let you get near them. Wild cats, feral cats. Some really neat looking ones. When I got a picture of them, I don't know if I posted it yet, but it's really cool. Let's see. Look for those videos. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to putting them out. And that's right, man. I got to get them ducks lined up. That's right. Lee, so the Costco here, it looks, I say, looks wise, it's very close. Um, the products they sell it varies. There was no crab legs. I didn't see any when I go to Costco, I like them big, huge, colossal crabs. I didn't see any crab legs. They may be there, but I didn't see them. Maybe they're on there on weekends because sometimes Costco brings out really good stuff in America on the weekends only. Sometimes, in some areas I've been to at least. Um, the fruits and vegetables were unbelievable there. The cost of it wasn't. See, I don't know what it cost at Walmart yet, so I don't know if it was more expensive. I know a gallon of milk I looked at was, I think, five or not maybe $6. But a lot of America gallon of milk is $5 or $6. Um, Trying to think of what else. I'm trying to think of other comparisons. I don't remember. I'll have to find my receipt from Costco and I'll try to post it up or something so you guys can see. We bought toilet paper, waters, and things like that. Things that essentials. I bought some salad, some salad mix. I think my whole haul from there, which I got a trunk load of stuff, and I mean a trunk load in the guy's Uber. It was, in addition to that, I had to keep toilet paper up with me, so the whole trunk was full, and toilet paper was up for me. And I had a huge, 2 cases of water and a huge a big apple crate full of just everything else with strawberries. I still got my son some donuts, bunch of pistachios, stuff like I eat the pistachio stuff like that. So I think that was 70, 60 or 70 US dollars. Um, the numbers make you kind of like, oh god, when you see it, if you see something for 200 pesos, you think, oh man, that's a lot of money. That's about $20. 18.50 to $20 is about what it cost depending on the exchange at the time. That's right. Any fast food places? Absolutely. I haven't been to them. I'm not going to go to them, but I've seen Starbucks. Um, my son had Subway as soon as we got here, mainly because I only eat once a day. Sometimes I don't eat for a day or two or three at a time, as most of you guys know, and sometimes I do extremely long fast. But he had gotten a Subway as soon as we got into the town at the bus station before we caught the Uber to get back to our place we're residing at right now. And I don't remember how much it was. I want to say it was I don't remember. It wasn't very far off from the cost of what Subway is in the U.S., but it's at a bus station where they know people are coming into it. If you want to eat a sandwich, you're gonna have to pay whatever it is, right? But I will report back on fast food places. But Lily, I'll tell you what they have here in Mexico. Up norte, they have in this city, Merida, norte of here, they have Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, they have a Texas Roadhouse. And when I say Texas Roadhouse, that's the only one in Mexico, according to my guide or the guy I deal with when I come here. I got a guy I deal with, and we do all the legal paperwork and all the other things I have to do here. Let's just call him my attorney. I'll just say my attorney here, and he is an attorney. He was explaining to me that that's the only one in all of Mexico. I didn't Google it, fact checked it, but I thought that was interesting. He said they're about to build a second one here, and that's very very neat, very neat. Yeah, Lee, I agree too. I thought that was a little strange for the Costco to be here. And they have Sam's Club too, but Costco is all over Mexico, and I say all over Mexico. They're not like in every city. They're in big cities. There's a million people here, though. You have to understand, a million people. When you have a million people, um, I'm gonna say how to say this delicately. When you have a million people, you have a lot of people who make really good money, that live here, and those people, or even businesses, a lot of business. I seen a guy that had a buggy full of wine. He wasn't buying the wine to drink. He was probably buying it for his store. So Costco serves a purpose, for us because we like to buy things in bulk like toilet paper. If you want a big pack of toilet paper, you ain't got to worry about it for a month or two. You can get it from there, or even longer if you don't use it very much. Or if, like, for example, you owned a taco stand, you might go there to get your meat or whatever, or you might go there to get donuts or something to supply for your store that doesn't make donuts. Maybe you have I don't know, a taco stand, but you want to have donuts too, and you're not going to make the donuts. Well, it's going to be really hard. Where would you buy it at? So some people do that too. A lot of businesses probably go there to supply their stores with candy. You know, if you want to buy a big box of Reese's peanut butter cups, how would someone do that in El Centro? I don't know, because I don't think there's anybody's going to sell that anywhere near here other than a supply store like Costco or Sam's Club. They have Walmarts here. They have all that. Yeah. Would they hire an American? That's not. Yeah, man. Texas West amazing. So that's probably not a. Let me see how to explain this the right way. So y- you could like I can be hired here. I have a special thing, and I'll talk to you guys about that another day. I'm gonna do a video on it in the future. Um, I could get a job here, no problem. I could go today. No one. It would be no problem. But a normal American couldn't unless you come here to retire here. With that being said, you'd have to have certain paperwork done. Also, you wouldn't make much money. So what I mean by that is if you wanted to work here, unless you opened a business or you had a special thing, like you're an attorney, maybe you could make really good money here. But if you want to go just work at Walmart, that's that's not advisable. From all the research that I've done. With that being said, maybe you are really good at English. Maybe you're really good at language. You can do what's called ESL. You can be English is my second language, and you can be anywhere in the world, and you can get paid, 15, 20, $30 an hour by tutoring people who already know a little bit of English, but they're trying to improve it. That's a big thing. A lot of people you see on YouTube, they're touring abroad or whatever. A lot of them do that on the side. They do ESL. They do things similar to that. We get USD pay from America while you're over here, and that's ideal. If you're going to do that, you're much better off doing that. And I'm not saying you can't come here and get a job. I'm saying from everything that I've seen, every recommendation I've seen, advised against that because the pay is going to be a lot lower than you would expect. And that's why it's so easy to live here off of US dollars versus living off of Mexican pesos dollars. So if you're retired, or you have a pension or something. Let's just say you have $1,500 a month coming in from Social Security. Maybe you're retired from the military or anything to that effect. You can live here very comfortably, I believe. Maybe even 1,000, maybe 500. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to do a video on that too. There's a lot of videos out there of cost of living here in lots of Mexico. I plan to do some cool videos like that too in the near future. Let's see here. Yeah, that Texas Roadhouse. I'm tempted to go there myself. I love Texas Roadhouse. Man, you need to watch. Let's see. Yeah, guys, listen, it's great here, man. It's great. It's safe. A lot of people. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? A lot of people would look at it. I think a lot of people look at it and say it looks rough here, right? Looks rough, like the streets, the walls. A lot of people probably would say that, but this city is old and it's full of history and culture. When you say older, ran down looking, well, that's because we're used to seeing newer cities built up. This city here has, so much history. They still have buildings that are hundreds of years old here. It isn't falling apart like stick built structures do a lot of times. So you'd have to come here to see a lot of it. Now, mind you guys, I've only seen this much of the city. I'm looking forward to seeing a whole lot more of it. I'm going to go all over. I'm waiting on that rain to stop, and I hope the rain stopped now. It sounds like it might have. So before long, I'm going to be out doing a whole lot of video in the city. But it's a rainy season right now. It's really, really not cool. Let's see. Yeah, Nashville. So Lee, Nashville is See, I thought about getting into real estate. So I deal in real estate a little bit, guys. I thought about going into Nashville to try to come in there and do some things myself. It's just too expensive. It's too expensive. Same thing in Las Vegas. I'm really wanting to get back out to Vegas. I'm really wanting to move back there. I'm really wanting to get some rental properties there, and it is stupid expensive. There's just no way. There's no profit to live out there. Now here, I'll just be blunt. If you rented a Airbnb house, apartment, whatever, you could expect to pay probably between $500 to $800 for 30 days. Now that's what the Airbnb. That's you paying. That's them paying the water, the lights, everything. That's you can run the air conditioner nonstop. That's them taking care of all of that. So as far as renting, if I wanted to get an Airbnb here, now you make more money if you did it less. If you did like a week, you might make, let's say you rented it for a week, you probably rent it for 40, 30, 40, $50 a day. Now, if you rent it for a month, a lot of times there's a huge discount for that. So you have to figure that in too. So I figured if you bought something like this has maybe let's say 8 units in this apartment complex. If you just do the math on it, maybe it costs you $30,000 to $50,000 per unit. Probably a lot less, to be honest, to build this. It could be very profitable. And if you just use the 1% rule and say if you pay maybe you pay $50,000 for something. In America, usually you need to rent that property before you look at it. A lot of people's rule. This is their rule. You'd have to rent it for $500 a month to make it make sense. So if you pay $100,000 for something, you would need to rent it for $1,000 a month. You pay $200,000 something, you need to rent for $2,000 a month. That doesn't apply everywhere. That's just a general rule a lot of people use called the 1% rule. Here, taxes are almost nothing. And when I say almost nothing, it's almost nothing. Insurance for your car, dirt cheap. $20, $30 a month or something for full coverage. The guy told me he was in an Audi, full coverage. So there's a lot of things you can save on here, but there's things you're going to give up on too, though. It's not the roads are rough in El Centro, at least. Not all of them, but a lot of the roads are rough. So it's going to put a little bit more wear and tear on your vehicle. To be honest, you don't even really need to have a vehicle here unless you're constantly going somewhere. Maybe get you a scooter or a cheap little car, but the Uber's $3.75 to go 25 minutes up the road. Like, if you did that and come back, that's almost an hour of being in someone's car. A private driver driving you don't have to pay for anything. You pay $7 for almost an hour of being in somebody's car while they have to pay for the fuel and while they have to deal with the maintenance. While you can get dropped off, they help you. The guy helped me unload all the stuff and carry it to the apartment, the entrance to the apartment. I didn't ask him to. He's grabbing it, helping him. So I tipped him good. It was good people here. It's a lot of really good people here. When you think of Mexico, a lot of people think about the bad things, the violence and all that stuff. Yes, that happens. But in this area, not so much. Again, you could Google it. Merida. Merida is one of the safest cities in the world, really. I think it's Dubai and all those places are like the top, but they have some rules where they're going to do something to you if you get caught with a crime in those areas. But it's great. It's great. It really is. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mandy. Yeah, I appreciate anybody shouting it out. Like I said, I appreciate that. Lee says in 3 years I can collect Social Security, but my house is paid for, so I could sell it, buy the house there, and live. Absolutely, you could. I recommend this. I recommend if you don't have a passport, get you a passport. Everybody needs a passport, and what you need to do then is visit. Now, if you don't, I don't like changing planes. I'm particular in certain ways. Everybody's got their thing. Now, obviously, I'll change planes if I don't have any choice. But if I have a choice to go to a different airport and then not have to worry about dealing about changing planes, then I'm going to do it. So what I did is I flew from Nashville because Nashville has direct flights into Cancun. So I flew there, and Leah, Nashville flights from Cancun. I want to say if you catch it and you don't have certain days that you're so worried about, like for me, for example, I didn't care if I left on a Monday or a Wednesday or Friday. It didn't matter because I am retired myself. So I have investments, but I'm retired. So what I can leave on any day. So I picked the dates that work for me, the cheap days, and I think my flight was $275 round trip, nonstop. Maybe in 300. It was less than 300, I believe. If it was more than 300, it's 320. You get what I'm saying? It's right there in that range. Now, in my particular situation, I didn't have to pay for a checked bag because I have a certain program I'm a member of. So my flight was literally, let's say $300 round trip, and you can't go wrong. Now, Cancun's very expensive. If you go to Cancun, I highly recommend staying in a hotel zone. That's the safest area you can be at, or Isla Mujeres, which is right outside of that. And we plan on possibly going to Isla Mujeres. We may go there, but we've already paid for a large chunk of days for this Airbnb. If I do that, what I will end up doing is either catching the bus or renting a car and going up there for a day or two, it'll be a 3 or 4 hour drive one way and a 3 or 4 hour drive back. But this island is unbelievable. The main reason why we didn't go there and stay there longer is because the longer you stay in an Airbnb, like I told you a minute ago, it's much cheaper. So I was able to save a bunch of money by staying long term in this one individual place. But I saved so much that you save 30% or more. So I saved so much, I'll easily be able to go other places for a night or so and no problem. Problem is the rain. We're still trying to figure out the rain situation because it's not letting up. Really, that kind of sucks. So Nashville was very affordable until the last several years. Tourism and tons of people moving here out of state, making it yes, absolutely, pushing native Nashvillians out. That's right. I rode through Franklin and I saw a bunch of Lamborghinis and all, I was like, man, Nashville's got money. There's a lot of money coming in there, and with a lot of money coming in there, they push everyone else out. That's right. I know what you mean. That's absolutely right. Talking about driving. Hold on, let me see this. You talking about driving to Mexico through? Mm. Now the drive from Cancun to Merida, there's really not a whole lot to see other than the trees, foliage. But I would not recommend driving down here. If you need to look at the map where I'm at. I'm deep in Mexico. I'm almost in Guatemala down. I mean, I'm almost in Belize. I'm it's so far down here. I'm at one of the lower parts of Mexico. Let me pull it up. I would be hesitant to drive myself personally to Merida um, because I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Yeah. Oh, the day trip, absolutely, yeah. But look how deep. I don't know if you guys. Let me see if I can get that phone to. No, it ain't gonna focus. Yeah, it's not gonna focus on it. But yeah, you can see right there. You see the blue. So right under it, right under me is Guatemala and Belize. Like I could be probably in Belize, and let's see how long it take me to get to Belize from here. If I drove to Belize, it's about an 8 hour drive. But I actually considered driving down here, guys. Like, Mandy, I actually considered driving my personal van down here, and because I was like, I could just sleep in on the way, and then I started thinking about, I was like, no, that's probably not the best idea, just because, again, I don't speak the language yet. But if you wanted to drive into Merida, because some people drive down here, it's 1 day and 21 hours, so that's what 46, 47 hours of just driving. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean, man. It'll be beautiful to do that. Yeah, thank you, Miss Diane. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's nice here. Like I said, I think you guys would like it a lot here. I highly recommend visiting Mexico, especially these areas. I think you guys would like it a whole lot. Absolutely, absolutely. Sorry about that. I had an important message. Yeah, Mexico's beautiful. There's so much culture here. I think a lot of you guys would like it. Again, they get a bad rap because there's some bad people and bad people doing things. But again, there's bad people doing things everywhere. You know, a couple other places I'm going to visit before too long is I'm going to go to the Philippines. I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm going to go to Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia. I'm going to all those places, and I'm going to try to find myself eventually a retirement place, a place that I can have less stress, guys. I'm out here right now trying to find a way to lower my stress. We all have, things going on in our lives. Some of us more than others, and I have to find ways to relieve my stress so I don't lose it more than I already have. I guess you could say, but yeah, Mexico's nice. I'm probably about to have to log off here in a second, just guys. I got it's already been on here an hour now, and I got to go out and try to figure out what's up with this rain situation, um, and then I can go out there and try to get some more footage, get some food. I haven't ate today. My son hasn't eaten anything. We got up a little late today because, of all things, since we got here, they've jackhammered. Since every lot of things concrete, they were jackhammering next door. They started doing it early in the morning. I didn't fall asleep till late, so I lay in bed a little too late today. But it's been raining all day, so it's not like I would have been able to do anything other than doing videos or editing anyhow. But yeah, let me know, guys. Look up Merida, man. Look it up online. Meridi, Merida, Merida, Mexico. Look it up. There's a lot of cool things to see here. A lot of cool things to do. Like I said, I'm gonna go see some pretty cool ancient stuff here. And if you guys like history, I think you're gonna like a lot of my content here. And I'm gonna work on getting some videos out sooner than later. It's probably gonna take me a little while, but with all this rain, it probably won't take me nearly as long as it normally would. But I got to go out there and continue to get more footage. I should have enough video to do probably a new video from here. But like I said, I'm gonna release that other video first. Yeah, Mandy, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Thank you, Lee. That's why I want to retire. Absolutely. Lee, listen, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. You know what I mean? Um, we're really not. We're not guaranteed the next 2 minutes. You know, we're not guaranteed anything. But there's certain things, you know, that I've personally went through that have told me that I need to make some changes in my life and try to be a happier, better person. I've got a lot of memory issues. I got a lot of issues, and I've learned that by me getting away and being out and about, it makes life a little easier for me. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a place to where maybe I can recover a little bit from some of the things, you know. So absolutely. Yeah, and I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'm gonna do another one. Like I said, Mandy, keep in contact with me. Shoot me a message or something. If there's something else going on, you guys want me to do some more videos on something. If I don't answer anywhere else, let me know, and we'll get something set up, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by.